stupid excited.
We are.
Today, like stupid excited.
On goofballs.
Hopped up on goofballs.
Yeah.
There's a good way to put it. We have a really big announcement to make, and we're just so excited. I wish we had better words than it. So excited.
There's got to be something else.
There's got to be a better.
I tried hopped up on goofballs, but that's not.
No.
Best thing.
Hi,
That
Trish. Weird. Hey, Trish and
Hey,
Carolyn.
Oh my
So
gosh,
good
you
to
guys,
see
we're
you
so
guys.
excited about this
Yes.
tonight.
So while we're waiting on more people to jump in on
Hey,
Instagram and Facebook, we just want to say we're stupid excited.
Stupid excited.
We're really happy when our motto has always been to learn, share, and grow every day. And we have learned something that is phenomenal and life-changing for us right now in this moment. So we're really excited to share it with you so we can all grow together. Sorry, Instagram.
Yeah,
you're
just
like
getting a nice
you're
shot
like
of
in
our
our
belly
bellies.
button. we need to get like a stand for it, like an Insta stand.
Yeah, I
So
do.
that we can do the D. Hey girl.
Hey D.
Rachel.
And Rachel, my
oh
girl.
my God, you guys know how crazy excited we are. Crazy excited.
Yeah, we've been kind
Sorry
of.
about the belly shot. It's not the best thing in the world.
Yeah, we're gonna.
But we
had
had
in
to
a second. We just want.
because this is hugely exciting news, y'all.
Yes. Okay.
And everyone's like, but there's a man in the background. What is going on?
That never happens.
And even a cat too.
So we always have cats in the background. So hey Rachel. So we're excited. We're really excited. There's a man behind us. And so
handsome fella.
this handsome fella right here. So
Part of our excitement.
yeah. So we should start by introducing this random man.
He's not a random man.
He's a random man in this video because we haven't addressed him.
Perhaps to all of you, to some of you.
This is our dear friend for a year now, local here in Las Vegas. His name is Troy Allison, and he is a pet chef.
Yeah, hi. Jay, Adrian, thank you for having me in the Cat Lady studio. I've always seen it from the other side of the screen. It's interesting to be on this side. So no attempt to match your energy, but yes, I am a pet chef. I'm a pet nutritionist, an herbalist, and I've been doing this gig for about a year as a formal business, a little bit more than a year, about 2 years, well, 18 months, and then about 2 years total. I started in the high-tech world, a couple advanced degrees, or retired, and then nutrition was always a big part of my life. I used to be a semi-pro athlete, and we had a nutritionist on the team, and it was always a field of study and an area that I always had interest in. But what I did is I tried to get the most performance out of my body when I was an athlete by eating and performing at the highest level through nutrition. It gave you that little edge. But what I found is that when I would go out and try to buy the food, it tasted like crap. So, I decided to learn how to start cooking. And so the last 20 years, I've been taking cooking classes and have cooked all over the world and learned different cuisines. And so I know how to make really good food that is great for you, great for your body, that tastes great.
I have to say, in a year, you've never cooked for us.
Oh, well, we can change that.
Mm-hmm.
That's something to look forward to.
Yeah.
Now that we know that you don't just make pet food, pet chef, pet meals, you also make human meals. Yeah,
Sure do.
we're gonna have to hit you up on that one.
Okay.
For sure.
Well, it'll be a date.
So this is our lovely friend Troy, who we're really excited to bring on board right here for this live. As you guys all know, that we're here talking today because of the devastation of Rad Cat raw diet pet food closing their doors. And I know you guys have probably heard us say this. We've said it several times. I don't know if everybody on right now is a follower of ours, but if you are, then you've heard us say it. We were devastated. The news actually came out on my birthday.
Oh my God, the worst birthday present.
It was a bad birthday present. But it was a shock to us on many different levels, right? I mean, for a great quality, integrity-driven, awesome company to have to close their doors was a real sad, a sad thing to us. and the raw industry as a whole, really. But then we're, thinking about our babies. We have 2 cats with kidney problems, and they've been thriving on Rad Cat. All of our older boys, our 4 older cats, will only eat food if it has Rad Cat in it.
So we were really freaked out when the news broke, and we are huge super fans of Rad Cat. If you guys, we know most of you guys are here because you're equally devastated. If you don't know about them, you can go to their Facebook page, their Instagram page. They have a GoFundMe. Do what you can. We want to bring them back bigger and better than ever. So go check them out. But it was a devastating thing for us trying to figure out, what are we going to do without Rad Cat?
And a lot of you guys have reached out to us and said the same thing. You're saying, what are the next steps? What steps do we take after Rad Cat is gone? If your cats won't eat it, and what do? Go back to kibble and canned? And that's, you don't want to take steps backwards. So,
and full disclosure, and most of you guys already know this, we are big advocates of variety in our cat's diet. We feed Primal, Northwest Naturals, Vital Essentials, Fetching Foods. We only, Rad Cat, we only can recommend the foods that we feed. But the truth is that for our older boys, whatever food we were feeding, we had to essentially trick them into eating it by putting it in Rad Cat.
Yeah.
So this was a really, and when you have cats that have health issues, as many of you guys have, you know how scary it is to think about. We have a cat about to jump up on the camera.
Sorry for shaking.
Right,
that's a cat.
You know that it feels like, well, what are we going to do now that Rad Cat isn't here? Because we've tried everything else. So
the reason that we're here today with Troy is because Troy has been, for the past year, our pet food problem solver, if you will. Yeah. He formulates special diets specific and custom to your cat's or dog's needs. We reached out to him with many of our customers, and he currently custom makes raw cat foods for many of our customers who have cats with hyperthyroidism, pancreatitis, even megacolon, a lot of the different ailments that our cats struggle with. And they come to us, oh, sorry, Instagram.
Next Friday.
Sorry.
Hey, baby lady.
So they come to us to use our products. If you guys don't know, we carry a line of all natural nutraceuticals for cats. And so they come to us and they're using our products, but we say it's not just using, not just treating symptoms, or it's getting to the root of the problem. And we all know that starts with diet. So we reached out to Troy. He custom makes meals. Obviously, when the news of Rad Cat came up, once we got our
bearings. Yeah. Once we started getting a grip on the panic.
Yeah, we obviously turned to Troy and we said,
Can you
make Rad Cat?
Make Rad Cat.
Or something similar. And he said, I will do what I can.
Yeah, so I reverse engineered Rad Cat. I'm sure the Rad Cat folks aren't happy to hear that, but I think you guys are. And
it's not the exact same.
No, it's not
the exact same.
And we'll talk about this in a minute, the difference in the ingredients, but it's really horrible what's happened to Rad Cat. I think it's Icarus. They flew a little too close to the large companies and got brought down, and at least that's what it appears to be. And time will tell. But that for raw feeding companies like Fetching Foods, that is a really bad omen. So it puts me on alert as well. But in the meantime, there are, because I do treat a lot of cats that have problems, I know how essential it is to maintain a regular diet, and once your cats are on a food, to be able to continue to feed them that food so that their their ailments are steady or mitigated, because you've figured it out and you don't want to disrupt the delicate balance that you have going on. So I found a solution for Jay and Adrian, and it only made sense to offer that solution to other people, because what we don't want to have are a bunch of cats regressing in from whatever health issues they've had and they've managed to overcome, and then to fall back, and then the owners and the cats are going through this all over again. That's just horrible.
Yeah, absolutely. And the reason that we've been teasing this for so long, guys, I know it's only been about a week and a half, right? But the reason we've been teasing this is because we went through a testing phase. We weren't going to, just tell everybody, hey, somebody else can, without trying it ourselves on our cats. And let me tell you guys, our cats love this food. It's crazy because we brought it. Oh, he's gonna go get some. He brought some.
He brought some samples.
So he brought it over, and I literally just put it on the bar area and opened it up to see, of course, the texture. And Friday, both of our kittens jumped up, and Friday just started eating it. And she's actually difficult to get. She has to
hand feed her.
I oftentimes hand feed her. I know it's gross with raw food, but I oftentimes have to hand feed her. She's a little spoiled, really.
Truth is true.
But she just started diving in. So, but the big question was, because our kittens have been on fetching food since they were 10 weeks old, right? So they're not the question. The big question was, will our adult cats eat it? Because they're the real picky ones. So we do have a stock of Rad Cat, as most of you probably do too.
We went out and bought
because we went out and bought
everything
that we could. But we put it aside, and for the next 3 meals, I think, or 5 meals or something. The first test, we tried it out, and we only gave them the fetching foods, the foods that Troy made for us, and they ate it.
All of them.
Ate all of it. All of the cats ate all of it. So we were like, okay, really big. That was the chicken. Then we went to the turkey and tested it. Same results, which is amazing. And so, of course, we're here today to let you guys know that small boutique, right? Small boutique. He doesn't have a huge manufacturing plant. He literally makes the food in his home right now. It's all hands-on. This is the guy that's going to make the food. He's the one in charge. But now we have another amazing offer for those of us, or a stopgap solution for those of us who have Rad Cat Junkies like ours.
Yeah, and I've always thought, I was truly, with all due respect, I was very skeptical that that our big boys would be like, oh yeah, cool. I mean, that's always the test, right? If they're actually, because it looks like it feels like it, but are they gonna eat it? So it was an incredible relief to me, especially with Scotch and especially with Biddles, who both deal with kidney issues, that they didn't even skip a beat, and they loved it. I've always secretly thought, because we've asked Rad Cat, we've asked them, what do you put in this food? That's what we transitioned our cats to, from canned food to raw food, was Rad Cat. We have a special affection for them. We asked them when we met them, what do you put in that? I've always suspected that what makes all these cats so healthy, what makes this food so good, is the love that they put in, the obvious love that they put into it. So I didn't think you. Now, Troy, you are an extraordinary cat dad and dog dad, and a great lover of all animals. So perhaps it is the same ingredient. But I was very, very skeptical, and this was such a huge relief. And I think that's the biggest. So many of us have panicked, and it's just a relief to know there's a stopgap for this situation. There is no step back for those of you that are transitioning your cats. We had a few people reach out and say, we just transitioned finally to raw food onto Rad Cat, and now here they go. And I guess we're going to have to go back to kibble. No, you don't.
No, you don't. Now we're going to also say that we still recommend variety in brands, variety in proteins. You want to switch it up as much as possible. Troy here was the one that gave us the beautiful analogy of Swiss cheese, the Swiss cheese effect. And how if you cut it all up with all the holes in it, you cut it all up and move it around, you're filling all the gaps. So that's what we're talking about when we're talking about the variety in brands and variety. But for those of you that are like us, we've always fed these other brands, we just have to mix it in with Rad Cat. Now you have another option. Right. DIY is always a great option. Do that as much as possible too. But it's, now you have a Rad Cat lookalike, if you will.
So we know, and I'm not sure if this is, we had a ton of questions. We know you guys will have a ton of questions as well.
Yeah.
And so we did write down some of them.
Yeah, we predicted what the what the average questions will be. So we're gonna ask Troy a few questions that I know you guys will want to know, and then we'll open up for some Q&A and then pop some wine.
Yeah.
That's right. All right. Okay. So first question. First question is how do the ingredients differ from Rad Cat?
Oh, well, funny you should ask that. No, we did this.
Okay, you made a, is the lighting? There we go. All right.
Yeah, so as you can see, if you get past the common names, some of those ingredients are synonymous for the others, like the red algae and the dulse, and those are identical. And what you can see is that I got rid of a lot of the less important ingredients, like the thickeners, the gelatin, and really pared it down to the turkey thigh or the chicken thigh, and not so much the leg meat. And so I think it's in my opinion, a tighter recipe.
And we'll take a snapshot of that.
Yeah, we'll post this.
Yeah.
Well.
So you didn't have to memorize it and compare it. So it's identical for the most part. What I did is I just trimmed it down, streamlined it a bit, but it's the same recipe.
Yep. Okay. And then the biggest question, I know you guys have probably already started commenting on it, is the texture, right? Because we all believe that one of the main things that makes our cats like Rad Cat so much is the texture. So
yes, texture is very important for a lot of cats, and I think that we've got the texture correct on this.
Almost identical.
Yeah. So you can see.
This is not frozen.
No, it's not. I made it just a couple hours ago. Didn't bother freezing it. That's fresh, Just Cat.
Yes, so you're calling it Just Cat.
Yeah,
maybe we should address that too.
Yeah, that's the product name that we're using to make it distinct from the other products that Fetching Foods offers. As Jay mentioned, we build custom meals for individual animals, and Just Cat is a formulation of chicken and turkey right now, lamb probably next week, and venison and pork not too long after that.
Yeah, so we're calling it Just Cat.
Yep, so it's Just Cat, and you just get the turkey, and there's no customization. It's the Rad Cat streamlined formulation.
Just get a little off topic. I did want to say, we had mentioned earlier that he makes the food for our kittens. So, and a distinction as well, your Fetching Foods for cats is a much bigger run. I mean, you guys are welcome to try that as well. Our cats love it.
Our kittens love it.
Yeah, our kittens love it.
Yeah.
And Scotch actually will try to sneak it.
He loves that bird formula you got.
He loves the bird. Yeah. So but it's a much different texture. We're talking about how important texture is for our cats and how it's like, oh, this is the one that they love. If you've got a cat that's adventurous, definitely try out his Fetching Foods.
You can absolutely go. So he mixes a lot of, for instance, our I wish I had our menu with us right now, but in our kittens formula, we order every 2 weeks. We get a batch of 10 pounds of kitten food, and by Fetching Foods by Troy. And he puts things like quail and sometimes ostrich and rabbit and things like that, and he'll make different formulations. Sometimes it'll be like bird heavy, sometimes it's not,
mammal heavy.
Yeah.
And that really gets into as Jay was mentioning, this was cheese effect. We're rotating the proteins, making it so that even though you're eating the same food, buying it every 2 weeks, you're not getting the same food. So there aren't nutritional holes that occur naturally in the diet, because what we're doing is we're switching around the nutritional profile of each one of the proteins as they rotate into each meal that these guys feed every other week.
Yeah, and these kittens are big fans.
And the larger chew, by the way, is great for the teeth because of the natural enzymes. It's a natural teeth cleaner, so you want a little bit of chew in there. But
yeah, so if you have cats that aren't picky, then actually, if you have any cats that aren't picky, they will really like this. Like I said, our oldest, who's Scotch, or like she said, our oldest, who's Scotch, is a fan of fetching foods. Our other cats with that grind, I think it's the grind, but it may be some of the ingredients too, because they get picky. They're more like many of your cats where they want, just chicken, just turkey, or whatnot. They didn't really like the fetching foods formula, so we always had to mix in Rad Cat with it until Just Cat.
Well, and I know on Scotch as well, he's an older cat. He had 9 teeth extracted, and I thought there's no way he's going to go after some of these big chunks of meat. Not true.
Doesn't have a problem. Does not have a problem. Okay, obvious question, will it be sold in stores? Where can they get it?
Right now it's only online, and it's first come, first serve, and people that have a subscription will give priority to those guys. But our capacity right now, because it's only, this news only came out 9 days ago. So, we've been working day and night to, get set up so that we could launch it today. Our first sales will take place, we'll start to send the product out on the 29th of this month. So if you order now, it'll go out next week.
And it is delivered to their doorstep.
Yeah, if you live in the Las Vegas area, delivered to your doorstep or shipped right to you. So we use FedEx, UPS. And so our capacity this week is going to be very different than our capacity in 3 weeks, because we've only had about a week to spin things up, but we want to increase the capacity as we go forward to accommodate the needs.
Right. So, okay. Well, that answers another question, I think. So, yeah, one of the questions I had was, since you're a small operation, will there be a waiting period to get started for it?
Yeah. Well, like I said, first come, first serve. We'll give the priority to the people that subscribe, because we can predict and order.
Explain subscriptions.
Yeah. So essentially, when you subscribe, you get a 5% discount. Most importantly, and your food is sent out automatically by your prescription. So you go in and you say, oh, I want it every 2 weeks, this amount, and boom, it goes out. So that allows me to calculate exactly how much is needed, so I can make it, rather than random people coming in and saying, oh, I just, I want 2 pounds now, and then in 3 weeks, 2 pounds, and then 1 week later, 1 pound. And, it makes it very irregular for me. So,
subscription is easier for you and for them. I'll tell you, we didn't do the subscription at first with our kittens, and because we were used to, God help us, we're just crazy cat ladies, right? But we were used to just running out and being like, oh crap, we have to go get more food, and then just run to the store. One of us has to run before they run out, and pick some up. So we were doing the same thing with the kittens, and I was finally like, no, you know what? We're going to take the discount, and we're going to order it every 2 weeks, and it shows up at the door, and I don't have to worry about it.
And it's been
wonderful. It's actually been, really helpful.
But I'm sure this is a question that you have, definitely a question a lot of them will have, is, well, we've never tried this food before. How can we try it before we sign up for a subscription or sign up for a big...
Well, you should order 100 pounds. No, I'm kidding. What you should do is order 1 pound. Just give it a try, or a very small amount. And if you order a small amount and with the shipping or free delivery, if you live in the Las Vegas area, you can try it for relatively low cost and just see if it works, and then decide whether or not it's a match for you and your cats.
Yeah. Yeah.
So let's talk about cost.
Let's talk about cost. Is it comparable to Rad Cat?
Yeah, it should be the same cost, except the one added cost is going to be shipping. It will cost more, but the containers cost the same, and what we have are 16, 24, and 32 ounces. So if you have a big clouder at home,
this is the size that we get for Rad Cat, the 24 ounce, and then he's got the bigger one too.
Yeah.
I'm excited about that.
Yeah. I take a little while to defrost.
Yeah, that's the one issue. But once you get it defrosted, then
you got a little. Yeah. You get to go a little longer, which is very nice.
I think we answered all the questions that I have.
Really?
Do you have questions?
Give me a good one. So all the ingredients are organic, humanely raised. That's what I normally use in the Fetching Foods products are, and this is a Fetching Foods product, but so I bring all this over to the Just Cat product line, or organically raised, humanely treated animals. We have a really good couple suppliers that get us really high quality protein. So we have that. All of our containers are BPA free, recyclable. So we try to make
Reusable.
We
yes,
love that. We love that about Rad Cat.
minimal footprint or as minimal as we can make it. And yeah.
So have you tried Just Cat on Samson yet?
Oh yeah, so that's the other thing that's maybe a little unique about Fetching Foods and Just Cat is every batch of food that goes out, I have an official food taster, and that's King Samson the Great. He's our Savannah cat. He goes by Sam for short. His friends call him Sam anyway. And he tests all the batches, and yes,
He approves.
He
Approval?
approves. He goes right to it and gobbles it down. And in fact, he didn't get a chance to taste the chicken and the turkey that we have here, but I do have it in little containers at home. So for his dinner tonight, he's going to be eating this stuff.
Excellent.
So that's how much I really believe in the product. Is I truly put my money where my mouth is, or quote unquote, eat my own dog food, in a way. Yeah.
Love that about
Cat
him.
food.
Yeah, cat food in this case, and someone else actually eats it.
Okay, should we try to answer some questions, John?
We'll open up to a few questions, and then
wow, we got a lot of people here. I don't know how to scroll through.
And
the
so we're so
questions.
sorry about the terrible angle. We'll work on this for our next
Yeah,
live.
we're really sorry. Hey, Gina. Hey, Kimberly.
Hey, Kimberly. And we don't have any questions.
Asked him the same thing. I think we were answering all the questions. Can't wait to try it on my CKD cat.
cat.
Yeah, that's,
Yes,
same for us. We're really, really, really happy. That's why we're so excited, guys, is because we have, there's now, an answer for, or a solution to all of our kitties that just need this type of diet. You'll be known as the copycats forever. I'll tell you, we did reach out.
So true.
We already reached out to.
We did reach out to Rad Cat.
Yeah, to Rad Cat.
God bless them.
And
And we
spoken with them about Sis too before we did this.
Another reminder to go check out their GoFundMe page, y'all.
Been transitioning your cats. Heather's been transitioning her cats with the DIY recipe. That's awesome.
Yay.
But so thrilled for all the cats that need this. Yes. Christopher said, not copied, perfected.
How cute.
Thanks, Chris.
Chris, we love you.
Susie.
Will you be able to, okay, good question. Susie Spicer, will you be able to distribute to local pet boutique stores? Hey, Nathan.
Oh my God, my big brother.
So yeah, let's address that, because that's something as he's saying right now. He it's still very boutique in itself, so he's still doing this on a smaller scale.
Yeah, I'm ramping right now. But we do have plans to offer it to smaller retailers. Obviously, large quantities at one time, we won't be able to support, and anytime in the near future, but small boutique. Sure.
Yeah.
That'll be helpful. I mean, it's kind of a catch-22 to me. I think that pay a little bit more for shipping and have it just arrive at your doorstep, or be able to just go to your local boutique. There's been so many times I'm just like, damn, when
It's fun to
Fetching Foods
shop
comes
local.
every
I
2
do
weeks,
like
we're
to shop local.
Yes, hello.
Hey, Charlene, Alexa. Jessica said, hopefully not just a stopgap, hopefully a long-term solution. Yes. I can't wait to hear how your cats take to this, because it was phenomenal for us. It was like a. Are you kidding me?
Jessica.
Miss Jessica. What are you? Her last name is Blasting Game.
Yes. Ask her. She got a shipment today.
Oh, did you? Yay!
Just Cat.
Oh.
Really?
Service.
What? Jessica, you're more special than us. Whatever.
Yeah. We're very happy for you.
Everybody's asking about
We're
the
very
pet
happy for you.
stores. and where it's available.
Yeah, I understand the difference in convenience.
Yeah.
Delivered to your front door versus you want to go to the store. They're both very convenient.
Yeah.
But this is the way Fetching Foods is set up right now.
Yeah.
Is an online store. And we don't have the retail and distribution channels set, but that's something that we're going to start working on.
Well, do you know about, I know that you have customers right now, not just in Vegas.
Yeah.
Trish, yes, they do ship outside of Vegas.
Yes.
Yeah.
What about shipping times?
Oh,
Yeah, shipping time. Let's talk about that.
Yeah, so when you go to and you order the product, the way the store is set up, so we use someone else's software for the store.
And it's live now, right?
Yeah.
You can
go on
check it
and
out.
buy it right now. But when you go on, it lists all the shipping options, and the cheapest one is always at the top. And so if you live in Long Island, it's going to show, whatever, $15 to ship your product, ship the product there. But it also doesn't say that that's 5-day shipping time. And
How
so
do you keep it frozen for 5 days?
well, you have to use a lot of dry ice, which, gets into the whole why retail would be good.
Yeah.
So you have to worry about shipping time, and so it depends on how far away you live from Las Vegas. So if you live on the other side of the country, East Coast, not a problem to ship there. It just takes a little longer. So Florida is typically 4 days. So if you order on Monday, then you're probably not going to get it until Thursday or Friday unless you pick a faster shipping method.
And now do you have certain days that you don't ship because of the schedule, right?
Exactly. We don't want to ship over the weekend because FedEx and UPS kind of shut down over the weekend. They don't do deliveries. And so if a product gets there and arrives on Saturday, it'll sit there Saturday and Sunday and then go out on Monday. So that's really an extra 3 days. Right. So if you live on the East Coast, Monday and Tuesday are probably the only shipping days. But if you live on the West Coast or the central part of the country, you could probably do Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Okay. And if you select a shipping and it's going to go over the weekend, we'll contact you and let you know that, hey, it's going to go out now or this date so that you'll have it in time and it won't spoil. Because that's the big problem, spoilage.
Yeah. So do you have a supply on hand right now? So if people started making orders, you could ship out on the 29th?
Oh, yeah. We've been stockpiling and building up some inventory of this because it's not a custom formulation, so we can make it and anticipate the demand. So we've got some in-house we're going to be making as soon as I leave here, back to making food. Yeah.
That's what he does. He just makes food.
All right. Where is it made? Right here in Las Vegas, Patty. I could give you his address, but I won't. I don't have it memorized.
But actually, that's another really cool thing. So you guys know us, and you know that we are very adamant about never, like Adrian said, never recommending a food that we don't feed ourselves. And we have never, up until this moment, actually put our names whatever. We've never done a live with another.
What?
Why does it say, please log in to continue? Hold on, did we just lose you guys? Did we lose you?
No.
No.